What's up guys, and in today's video my F1 screen makes my screen move very slowly. What's up guys, and in today's video okay, this is just annoying me now. What's up guys, and in today's video I am doing a sequel to a long awaited video, I'm sure. Even though, you know, nobody really awaits my videos, but who cares, doing it anyway. So basically, you may remember my Diorite Tower video. It's my most viewed short on my channel, and therefore my most viewed video. The video there isn't, but you win some, you lose some. And I'm doing the sequel. And to do so, I'm not doing it on Mind Blast or anything, because Mind Blast, when it changed to Mind Blast, I had like 20 shulker boxes of Diorite in Mind Soul, and that's just not good enough for me. So instead, I'm adding a bit of a twist. This video, I am going to do it in single player, hardcore, and I'm not building a random tower. I am building a 37,000 block sphere. Yep, this is crazy. But you know what else is crazy? Me. And if you know me, then you know that I used to keep inventory in a lot of my worlds, and I therefore died to get back to places. So, especially doing this in hardcore, this is going to be a challenge. So, I'm going to guess that I'm going to die a lot, because I film my intros before I film the videos. So, if I do die, which I hopefully won't, but I most likely will, here are some of the fails. You thought I was going to fail loads. You thought this was going to be a really funny montage where I die a bunch. No, I didn't die once. Now, I hope you enjoyed me being very, very frustrated then. But yeah, I think it's time to get on with it. And this is, well, hopefully this time I'm not going to be lying and not resume it, like the other series that I said I was doing on my channel, like the Super Mario Odyssey one. But this is going to be a series where I hopefully build the same 37,000 block sphere, except in different blocks. Those blocks can either be chosen by you, or if people in the comments are going to say netherite blocks or diamond blocks, which would require me to get more diamonds than have ever been mined in survival before, I'd say shut up. Here we go. First hardcore world, and I'm not resetting if it's a bad spawn. If it's a bad spawn, it's a bad spawn. So here we go. Now, of course, replay mod had to start up. Yeah, water's flowing. New world. It doesn't look like too bad of a world. I guess we're gonna start by doing what any world does, and punch a tree. And then mine some stone. Massive veins of iron. And with them went caving to get some valuable stuff like iron and diamonds. Oh my god, how far does this go? I could never have guessed what was coming next. Oh. That is crazy. No, wait, I'm coming back here at some point. I have to, like, oh my god. Alright, so I think the best way to build a base down here is, for starters, clearing out all the trees. So here, should I A, insta-break chop them all down, or should I B, just cut to it being cut? I think you know which one I chose because of how much less time it would take. Oh wow. All the trees disappeared. That's neat. Ignore that one. That one had a beehive on it. Now here's the time-lapse and replay mod of the 20 minutes of tree cutting that I did. It took 20 minutes because I was using iron axes. So, deal with it. But I reckon now the best thing to do is probably get rid of all the flowers so they don't get annoying. So all the flowers removed, apart from the ones by the beehive. I'm not that cruel. We are gonna light up this area so mobs don't spawn and murder me. and then afterwards I'll go over it, and then the torches will still be there, so I don't have a ton of mobs underneath. So let's quickly light this up. I'm really loving these transitions, so I think I'm going to do exactly the same thing by going, and there's all the torches placed down. So now I have to start flattening this. So I'm thinking of doing it to around Y level 72. Realizing that doing it all up to this level is a bit optimistic, so I'm thinking of doing it about this level here. So everything needs to be flattened to this level, which I'm not looking forward to. But because this is editing, I'm just going to go. And I don't even want to tell you how long this took. For you, that was a transition that lasted about 0.1 seconds, and it was like hardly anything. But for me, that took. Do you want to know how long that took me? No, you don't, because it was 10 freaking hours. 10 hours it took me to do that. Because it was only with like regular diamond tools, only like halfway through that I'd start enchanting. And you wanna know what these chests have? You wanna know what these chests have? Boom, full of cobble, boom, full of cobble, boom, full of cobble, boom, full of cobble, boom, full of dirt, boom, full of dirt. There would have been 2 extra double chests of dirt if I didn't have to use it to terraform and place down the all of the bits that were in the floor from where there were like big bits jutting out. Can you tell which bits I did? But yeah, now anyway, we have to do a base here now. And I think I'm going to brainstorm on that for a bit. But for you, that's not going to happen. Because for you, I'm just going to go ahead and do... And done. Look at this. Pretty nice house. The only thing I didn't realise when building it was it's tiny. On the inside, it is really, really small. There is almost no room for anything of importance. So, I did something a little bit crazy. I built a basement. And obviously, it's made out of only diorite. It's not finished yet, and I ran into a cave. But here is some room for some mandatory workers. Back there is going to be a breeding place for the mandatory workers. And then over here I have string duper 1 and string duper 2 for emeralds. And now before someone goes, hey, are you duping string? That's unfair. Well, I would say to that, shut up. That's not much of an argument, but why not? But now we actually need to get those mandatory workers. So let's do that with a bit of a... Wow, that was a lot easier than I thought. Look at all these guys. Look at them. We've got the string trades for the string dupers. We've got golden carrots from these guys. We've got mending. We've got prot. We've got efficiency 5. And we've got unbreaking 3. And silk touch and fortune. So, that's the main ones. However, if I ever find myself needing any other ones, we still have quite a lot of mandatory workers. But now, obviously, we need more stuff. We can't just have a base with only some villages in. It's nice, sure, but it's not going to get us anywhere. We need enchanting rooms, and we need a nether portal place. So, I reckon we're going to mine down this wall and, like, dig down from there, making, like, a deep basement, kind of like SB737's one. But, yeah, I think let's have a go with that. Wait, what? But I didn't even get to... Eh? Is this a new structure? Oh my god! There's an enchanting room. And it's level 30. Wow. Wow. And all of this free diorite. It's crazy. Why am I in the nether now? Ah, just kidding ya. It's a little nether place. Isn't that cool? However, the cooler thing is, this was a giant diorite patch, which I just converted into a nether portal area. And a little bit of them. So we've got quite a bit to get this base looking good. And then soon we'll be ready to move on to building the sphere. But as I said at the beginning, that's next episode. So, yeah, I guess now I need to get some more diamonds because these are running out and just get enchanting. So, I've been really liking the transitions. I'm not great at them because there's always something different, like the weather, but I'm going to stand on this enchanting table and I'm going to go into the menu. No, I'm not, because that would be terrible. You would see the inventory change. I'm just going to go. I'm just going to turn on F1 and I'm just going to. We interrupt this super cool, absolutely amazing transition for this breaking news. Day 100! It's day 100! It's day 100! Ah! Now mark the point where this is taking much longer than I thought it was. I mean, this episode was just supposed to be this. I eat a cake. Or 2. Or 3. Or 4. Or 5. I eat a cake to celebrate not dying for 100 days. I mean, like, that's like, oh crap, one thing. That's freaking 1.4 days. That's like 30 hours. And I've got the gear. Now. Yeah, I call the names. I've got the gear. But the base still isn't done. So that's what I'm doing now. I'll give you a tour when it's done. But then this will be posted and I can start work on the sphere. Don't ask why I'm looking this way. It was such a dramatic emphasis because I'm building the sphere. Now you may finish this absolutely amazing transition. And here we are. We're all done. All good. Why are you here? Nothing much has changed up here, but now down here we've got this. We've got the little nether portal thing from before, and now we've even got this, which is a nice minecart trail over to something else, which is very nice. Seen any good movies lately? And then after that long trip, you arrive here to another nether portal. Who knows, actually, when I cut, maybe I went into the nether and this is actually the nether. You'll never know. Did you get it? You'd never, yeah. Then you go through this portal, and you've got a gold farm. All the gold you could ever want. All of the armor healing and tool healing that you'll ever want. It's amazing. It's really good. Really good design. I think it's Phraseworks. I'm not sure. But then if we go to here, we've still got the enchanting setup, and down here we've got some storage. Well, this is for end and nether stuff, so we don't have much here. But as you can see, we've got some decent progress towards the sphere. It'll only take 11 double chests, so we still need a bit more. Then we've got some like wood storage and some other random miscellaneous stuff, and then here, this room might not look like a lot, but I can assure you underneath there's something pretty cool. Down, we have a very large, well actually it's not that large, super smelter. I'm trying to cope with the F1 thing being weird. And then, because it's below, we've got a little dropper elevator thing up here, which then leads it into that chest. The base is done. That's the end of this video. And the next video will be getting more diorite, and then actually building the sphere. Then the next one, probably be something like andesite, granite, or cobble, because if I come up over to here, you will see that I have a decent amount of cobble with those being full, those 4 chests there even. So that will probably be there. I'm also thinking about like a copper sphere, and maybe a lapis sphere, some of those precious materials. But yeah, so that's all for this one. And I'll see you in the next video, which will either be Hitman Haven Island, or the next sphere building video, except we're actually building the sphere this time. So, I hope you've enjoyed. Leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.